Tell me about yourself. Who are you? Tell me where you got, how you got to be MC Homeless. Like, where did that all begin?
I started rapping in 11th grade and I got a name pretty quickly, and that name was MC Homeless. It was from my friend Mike, who you know, and we were rap battling in 11th grade social studies class, and rap battles where you diss each other, freestyle. And he said I look like a homeless person, and I don't remember exactly how I flipped it on him. But I said, then you could call me MC Homeless. And people thought that was so funny. They were like, homeless, homeless. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll be MC Homeless. It's kind of funny. And it just stuck. That's how I became MC Homeless. Started rapping in 11th grade. Like I said, it kind of started as a joke. I would talk about people's moms and just roast them and freestyle. And people were like, oh, you're kind of good at that. And I was listening to a lot of hip hop again at that point in my life. And I just decided to start writing songs. So I put out a cassette tape, and it was just dubbed over like cassette singles. You know how when there were old record stores, they'd have a bunch of cassette singles on the counter. So we just like took like 20 of them and dubbed over with two songs. One was a freestyle and the other was just like a 1 minute song, and I performed them at the park. And then I entered a rap battle and invited all my friends, and these dudes just embarrassed me. So I just kept practicing, and I did shows. I did my 12th grade talent show, then I went to Kent State, and then just kept doing more and more shows. And then I started booking shows and just really tightening things up. And I probably, if I started rapping at 17, I think my first album came out, my first real album besides little CDRs and cassette tape, little demo type things. It's like 23 or 24 years old, so it took a while. And now everybody just wants to just put out an album like right away. But it took me like 5 years, 4 or 5 years at least, to start recording my first album. And I did my first tour, and I met these people, the DIY Bandits in Connecticut, and they put out my first album. And it did like really good. Like really good underground is like thousands of downloads and like about 1,000 CDs sold, something like that. I was in an alternative press magazine, which back when you could just go get a magazine anywhere. Alternative Press was one of those music magazines. So this group Homicide got a hold of me from Indonesia, and I was like, yeah, we should do like a split album. And then a guy who wanted to put that out, and he did put it out, and we sold a few hundred copies of that, like a rare vinyl. And it had distribution in like Malaysia and Singapore and Germany and just all over the place. It did pretty good, and that led to touring all over the world, playing all over Europe, and just kept rapping. And I released another album, 27, and kept touring the US and Europe until I basically ran myself into the ground, and then I quit.
So, would you say your
Uh-huh.
experience was kind of like a DIY type of experience?
Yeah, I did it all myself. I wrote my own press releases. I booked my own tours. I networked all of my connections. I never had a manager. If I toured with bigger artists like AC Alone, so I booked the tour, and I figured out the logistics and negotiated the guarantees, and I did everything. I remember one time I was carrying the merch in, and I'd always man the merch table with my merch as anybody just because I wanted to be there. And I remember I asked for a drink ticket, and this guy was like, aren't you just the merch guy? I was like, no, I'm MC Homeless. But I mean, I did it all, I did everything.
So, what brought you to the idea? So, you quit rap and then you come back and then you start doing this thing called Homeless House. What got you there?
I just thought that the Austin rap scene was kind of boring and the rap shows were kind of boring. And I'm very particular about my vision and how I want to do things. And if I was going to come back and do rap shows regularly, which I would say is like once a month, I wanted to have full control. So they were in my living room, and I rented the PA, and I just told people to come, and I booked the bill myself. And I just made it something that I would want. Like, these shows are going to start at like 7 o'clock at night instead of like 11 p.m. It was just, it's almost like being a control freak, but also, just making things how I want them to be rather than having to listen to somebody else and show up at like 10 o'clock and play for like 10 people and just be like, this was annoying. I just paid $10 to park and play for 10 people downtown. Like, just annoying to me.
My pickup, come on y'all, pickup truck. That's him. Hey, Perito, keep it quiet. Here comes the goddamn breakdown. Wonder if I could fuck my truck. Man, I could fuck my truck. Woo! Yeah, I'm gonna fuck my truck. Yeah, my pickup truck. My pickup. Come on, y'all. Pickup truck. Yeah. That motherfucker bang.
So, whenever you look back at Homeless House over the past few years, what do you think some of the benefits of it were for you and the other artists?
It was fun. It created community. I think it gave people an artistic outlet. It was different. It was different in that it wasn't the downtown scene. It wasn't just a lot of flexing. It was just people just playing their heart out and wanting to have a good time, and touring rappers, and people started finding out about it, wanting to play, and Homeless House became a thing.
So I want you to name a couple of really great Homeless House moments, like something that was maybe either funny or like just really awesome.
Emotron lighting his penis on fire. Just Emotron's whole performance. He's just like one of the greatest performers of our generation, and it was just like such an awesome show.
Did you have a band perform in your house once?
Brontosaurus. They were so loud. They took up the whole living room. It was awesome. Yeah, I performed with Brontosaurus as Gigi Allen. The benefit for my fallen comrade 6-0, the Chesky played. I mean, Chesky brings the people out. He's a draw, he's a touring draw, so it was just packed and everybody just performed their asses off that night. So that was definitely one of the best ones. And
how much money did y'all raise for 6-0's family?
$1,000. Not bad for a living room show.
Competition, and I guess it is tradition. Gotta mention that I'm sick of it a little bit, about to get belligerent. Fuck it, I'm trying to be amazing, but they turn my grapes to raisins, acting flagrant to this vagrant. This sign is reading vacant. Got the top of the food chain, but I'm not even hungry. Hannibal, cannibal, winnable, miserable, magical manifestation. A masterpiece, radiant virgins and blind surgeons. Let me suffer, retreated, defeated, or broken and beaten. My body is freezing gray. Puzzle with a rainbow where my brain go limited contact with others in a bowl of ice cream, Coca-Cola, piss and puke. What the fuck is on my shoes? On the TV is the dude. What am I supposed to do? It's nothing but trouble. I wanted to live in a bubble, but bubbles always burst and I cannot quench a thirst. That's why I wrote this verse. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, express yourself, oh, let me ride. They say it's all about who you know. Well, I don't know myself, and now it's cold in hell. Fuck a warning. The plane will crash, but I'm still boarding. Everything is boring. I forget that for the people that want to play psychologist. Do you get it? What is it besides a clown? I got a frown, super glue from me to you. This is my gift rap. 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 I fucking quit rap. Yeah. Chesky and MC Homeless. Been through some crazy times.
That was cool. Also, having stand-up comedy shows that was really fun. Living room comedy shows. I think that's a concept that is interesting to explore.
Supervise them.
Okay, so my last question is, now you're working on some more music and you are relocating at some point. So what is next for Homeless House? Is Homeless House dead? Is Homeless House going to reemerge as something else? What do you see?
I have no idea. Homeless House could become a thing. It could become me promoting shows in a different city in a house show setting and running with the same concept. Just the concept of it being DIY. Hey, we want to do these hip-hop shows. Let's do them our way. Let's do it at a house show. Let's make it community-based. Maybe. Maybe not.